Listen carefully. There are moments in life when silence becomes louder than noise, when your own thoughts become heavier than the world outside, and when doing nothing becomes the most dangerous thing you can ever do. You know that feeling, that slow collapse inside you, that heaviness you can't explain, that storm in your mind you pretend isn't there. And then someone says it almost casually. Keep yourself busy. Most people hear it and ignore it. But the ones who are truly suffering, they hear a truth their soul already knows, because the real enemy is never outside. The real enemy is what your mind becomes when it has nothing meaningful to do. This script is not for comfort. This is for people who are tired of losing to their own thoughts. This is for people who want their life back. This is for you. So let's begin. When you have nothing to do, your mind does not rest. Your mind starts digging. It digs up old mistakes, old regrets, old wounds, old heartbreaks, old fears. It drags every buried thing back to the surface, whether you're ready or not. You sit quietly, and your mind becomes loud. You lie down, and your mind stands up. You try to relax, and your mind tries to destroy you. People say they're anxious. People say they're depressed. But when you look deeper, the truth is brutal. They're drowning in the space created by their own inactivity. A human mind without purpose doesn't stay empty. It fills itself with darkness. That's why doing nothing feels peaceful for a moment, and then painful for hours. That's why scrolling your phone feels good for a minute, and then makes you hate your life. That's why lying in bed feels relaxing for a second, and then suffocates you later. Your mind is not built for stillness. It's built for motion. You need direction the same way lungs need air. Because the moment you stop moving, your thoughts start moving against you. You think silence is peaceful? But silence is only peaceful when your soul is already calm. For most people, silence becomes a battlefield. An idle mind starts creating stories that never happened. It imagines threats that don't exist. It magnifies small problems into life-ending disasters. It turns tiny insecurities into full identities. And the worst part? You start believing every lie your mind tells you. You believe you're not good enough. You believe you're running out of time. You believe everyone else is ahead of you. You believe you're failing at life. But none of this comes from reality. It all comes from the fact that you're not doing anything meaningful with your time. Humans are not built to sit still and think all day. Thinking without action becomes torture. Reflection without direction becomes poison. You don't need more motivation. You need movement. You need activity. You need momentum. The more you stay idle, the more you overthink. The more you overthink, the more you fear. The more you fear, the more you avoid life. And the cycle keeps repeating until you wake up one day and don't recognize yourself anymore. That's why keep yourself busy is not escape. It's protection. It's defense. It's psychological armor. Because the moment your hands stop working, your mind starts wandering. And your mind rarely wanders to beautiful places. It wanders to insecurities. It wanders to failures. It wanders to memories that still hurt. It wanders to futures that scare you. If you don't control your thoughts with action, your thoughts will control you with fear. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a big dream. You don't need a miracle. You just need something to do. Something small. Something today. Something now. Because the moment you start moving, your mind stops attacking you. That's the secret nobody wants to accept. Your peace starts with your effort. Your clarity starts with your routine. Your healing starts with your daily activity. You don't find purpose. You build purpose. You don't discover strength. You generate it through action.
Keep yourself busy is not about running from life.
It's about running from the versions of yourself that appear when you do nothing. Empty time is not harmless. Empty time is heavy. It crushes you slowly, silently, without warning. When you have too much free time, you start living in your head instead of your life. You get trapped in thoughts that drain you. You replay conversations that don't matter. You analyze situations that are already over. You wait for things that won't change by waiting. You become a spectator of your own existence. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people are not tired from life. They're tired from the version of life they live when they're doing nothing. Look at your darkest moments. They didn't come when you were busy. They came when you had nothing to do. When you were alone with your mind. When you had hours with no direction. When your thoughts had space to grow wild and uncontrollable. You don't break because life is too loud. You break because life becomes too quiet. You know why heartbreak hurts the most at night? Because the world stops and your thoughts start. You know why failure feels worse when you're alone? Because there's no distraction from the voice in your head. You know why anxiety grows in free time? Because the mind needs something to focus on, and if you don't give it purpose, it finds fear. This is why people ruin their own peace, not because they want to suffer, but because they allow empty time to become a doorway for every mental demon to walk through. You need to understand this deeply. Time doesn't heal you, activity does. You don't get stronger by lying in bed. You get stronger by getting up. You don't build confidence by thinking about your problems. You build confidence by doing things that prove you can handle them. You don't kill fear by avoiding life. You kill fear by engaging with it. When you fill your day with meaningful actions, you give your mind less space to destroy you. This is why productive people look happier, not because their life is easier, but because their mind has less time to attack them. Your thoughts are loudest when your life is quietest. So don't let your life become silent. Fill it. Move it. Shape it. Build inside it. Do something, anything, before your mind does something to you. Because if you don't take control of your time will take control of you, and it will destroy you slowly. Every human is born with a certain amount of inner energy. Mental energy, emotional energy, physical energy, and this energy is not optional. It doesn't disappear. It doesn't turn off. It doesn't wait. If you don't direct it, it finds its own direction. If you don't use it, it turns against you. If you don't channel it, it becomes restlessness, frustration, anger, confusion, and sadness. That's why you feel irritated for no reason. That's why small things annoy you. That's why you feel lost suddenly. That's why you feel empty even when nothing bad happened. Your energy is suffocating inside you because you're not giving it a place to go. People say they're tired, but they're not tired from doing too much. They're tired from avoiding the things they should be doing. Avoidance drains energy faster than effort. Procrastination exhausts you more than work. Thinking drains you more than doing. Fear kills your strength faster than failure. Your energy needs a direction. And when you don't give it one, it becomes a storm that shakes your self-esteem, your peace, your identity. You know that fire inside you? The fire that makes you feel uncomfortable when you waste time. That's your potential trying to break out. And when you suppress it, it burns you from the inside. This is what people misunderstand. The pain you feel is not because you're lazy. The pain you feel is because you're not using the power inside you. You were built to build. You were designed to create. You were meant to move, learn, grow, and fight. You were not meant to sit around scrolling your life away. Your energy is calling you every day. Use me. Move me. Direct me. Let me become something. But when you ignore it, when you do nothing, when you drown yourself in distractions, that same energy becomes anxiety. It becomes overwhelming thoughts. It becomes self-hate. It becomes emotional chaos. You feel mentally unstable not because you're weak, but because your energy is trapped with no outlet. And there is only one solution. One. Not 10, not 5, just one. Keep yourself busy. Give your energy a job. Give your time a purpose. Activity is therapy. Purpose is medicine. Action is stability. Your mind needs movement to stay sane. Your heart needs purpose to stay calm. Your soul needs direction to stay alive. If you don't use your energy to build something, it will destroy something. And the first thing it destroys is always you. When you're inactive, your mind does something dangerous. It starts lying to you. Not small lies, but deep, convincing, emotionally heavy lies that feel real. Lies like, you're behind everyone. You're wasting your life. You're not good enough. You'll never change. You should have done more by now. You're stuck forever. And because you're doing nothing, because you're not moving, because you're not proving these lies wrong through action, you start believing them. Your mind becomes a narrator of a story that isn't even true. And the more time you give these lies, the more real they feel. That's the curse of inactivity. Your imagination becomes your enemy. Your thoughts start building a version of you that you begin to accept. A smaller version, a weaker version, a hopeless version. A version that doesn't even belong to you. And you know what's even worse? When you do nothing long enough, your mind doesn't just lie to you. It rewrites your future for you. It starts convincing you that you can't change. It tells you that effort won't matter. It whispers that goals are too far, dreams are impossible, and progress is pointless. You don't lose because life is hard. You lose because your mind convinces you that you've already lost. You stop trying. You stop starting. You stop caring. Your potential stays locked inside you while your thoughts keep telling you that you're empty. And that becomes your reality. Not because it's true, but because you had too much time to think and no action to break the pattern. This is why people who stay busy automatically think better. Their thoughts have a direction. Their mind has no space to create false fears. Their imagination works for them, not against them. When you're busy, you don't have time to hate yourself. You don't have time to compare yourself. You don't have time to overanalyze every mistake. You don't have time to question your worth. Your mind becomes aligned with your actions. Your thoughts become focused. Your energy becomes stable. Being busy is not running from your problems. It's refusing to give your problems space to grow. You don't fix overthinking with thinking. You fix overthinking with doing. Movement destroys doubt. Action kills fear. Progress silences insecurity. Your mind will always talk. The question is, will it talk for you, or will it talk against you? Staying busy decides that. If you don't choose activity, your mind will choose suffering. If you don't choose direction, your mind will choose confusion. If you don't choose purpose, your mind will choose misery. Never forget this. You are not destroyed by your thoughts. You are destroyed by the empty time that allows those thoughts to control you. Fill the time, and the lies lose their power. Purpose is not some magical realization that appears one morning. Purpose is not a lightning strike. Purpose is not a perfect plan. Purpose is not something you find. Purpose is something you create by staying busy. People wait for motivation, wait for clarity, wait for inspiration, and while they wait, their life keeps passing. Waiting creates emptiness, and emptiness creates suffering. You don't discover purpose by sitting and thinking. You discover purpose by doing, by trying, by moving, by exploring, by failing, by learning, by building. Purpose is built like a muscle. You strengthen it through consistent activity. You weren't born with a map. You were born with hands to build the map yourself. Listen carefully. Most of your confusion doesn't come from not knowing your purpose. It comes from not doing enough to uncover it. When you sit all day overthinking, the questions in your mind multiply. What am I supposed to do? What's the meaning of my life? What if I choose wrong? What if I fail again? What if I'm not meant for anything big? These questions don't come from wisdom. They come from inactivity. They come from fear. They come from wasting your potential in silence. When you start doing things, even small things, your questions change. You stop asking, what's my purpose? And you start asking, what's the next step? How do I improve? How do I grow from here? What can I learn from this? Activity replaces confusion with direction. You stop feeling lost because you are no longer standing still. You stop feeling empty because you start filling your days with real experience. You stop feeling weak because your actions start proving your strength. People who stay busy don't have time to overthink their purpose. They build one without even realizing it. Think about a river. When it keeps flowing, the water stays clear. But when it stops, it becomes dirty, stagnant, and full of insects. Your mind works the same way. Your life works the same way. Your spirit works the same way. When you stay busy, you stay alive. When you move, you stay clear. When you take action, you stay strong. Stagnation is death. Movement is life. You're not meant to sit in one place waiting for meaning. You're meant to create meaning as you go. So forget waiting for the perfect idea. Forget waiting for motivation. Forget waiting for destiny to reveal itself. Start doing something and anything and watch your purpose appear piece by piece. Purpose is not found in thinking. Purpose is found in living. And you only live when you stay busy. Most people don't get destroyed by one big mistake. They get destroyed by quiet days that look harmless. Days where they wake up, do nothing meaningful, scroll, overthink, procrastinate, waste hours, and then go to sleep feeling empty. One day feels like nothing. 2 days feel like nothing. A week feels like nothing. But slowly, silently, without warning, these nothing days become your life. Your dreams don't die loudly. They die quietly, inside days where you choose comfort over progress. You don't notice the damage at first. You don't feel the decline immediately. You tell yourself, it's just one day. I'll start tomorrow. I'll fix everything later. I'm just tired today. But you're not tired. You're avoiding responsibility. You're avoiding growth. You're avoiding the uncomfortable work that your future self is begging you to do. Every wasted day becomes a brick in the wall that separates you from the person you want to be. You don't see the wall being built until it's too high to climb easily. And the real tragedy? You don't lose your potential in one moment. You lose it in small, repeated choices. Choosing distraction instead of discipline. Choosing comfort instead of challenge. Choosing excuses instead of action. Choosing overthinking instead of doing. This is how life slips out of your hands. You know why you feel stuck? Because your days are stuck. You live the same day again and again, expecting a different future. Nothing changes because you don't change. People say they're unlucky. People say life is unfair. People say nothing works for them. But the truth is simple. Your days decide your destiny, and your days are empty. You're not failing because of lack of opportunity. You're failing because you're not using the time you already have. You say you want a better life. Then stop living the same day. You say you want peace? Then stop wasting hours that make your mind restless. You say you want confidence? Then stop doing nothing that earns confidence. You say you want success? Then stop living like you're not serious about it. The harshest truth you will ever face. A wasted day is a piece of your life you can never get back. People fear death, but they don't fear wasted time. Even though wasted time is slow death. You don't have endless days. You don't have unlimited chances. You don't have forever to start. Your future is being built today, whether you build it consciously or destroy it carelessly. Every day you choose activity, purpose, work, learning, discomfort. You build a future that's solid. Every day you choose laziness, scrolling, overthinking, idleness. You destroy that future piece by piece. Life isn't complicated. Life is the sum of what you do daily. You can save yourself from a bad life by saving yourself from bad days. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Now, today. Because the more days you waste, the harder it becomes to return to the person you're supposed to be. Every single day, there is a silent battle happening inside you. A war nobody sees, a fight nobody talks about, a struggle that decides your entire future. It's the battle between who you are right now and who you could become. And the difference between those two versions of you is not talent, not luck, not intelligence, not opportunity. It's how you use your time. Your future self is not some magical upgrade. It's the result of your daily actions. Your future is not shaped in years. It's shaped in hours. And the truth is brutal. Right now, someone with less talent than you is going further than you, simply because they're using their time better. This world doesn't reward potential. It rewards people who show up, people who move, people who try, people who keep themselves busy with the things that matter. Every minute you waste widens the gap between you and the life you want. Every minute you use pulls you closer to it. But here's the hardest part. Your current self fights hard to stay the same. It resists change. It wants comfort. It wants routine. It wants the familiar. It wants the easy path. Your current self doesn't care about your dreams. It only cares about avoiding discomfort right now. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you overthink. That's why you avoid tasks that matter. That's why you choose distraction over progress. Your current self wants to stay alive, but your highest self wants to be born, and only one can win. You think you're battling laziness? You're not. You're battling identity. Every time you choose discipline, you kill a piece of your weaker self. Every time you choose progress, you bury the version of you that wants to stay small. Every time you stay busy with intention, you starve the part of you that thrives on comfort. You know why growth feels painful? Because your old self is dying. And your old self doesn't let go easily. It pulls you back with excuses. You can start later. You deserve a break. You're stressed. Rest first. You're not ready yet. That voice is not harmless. That voice is the enemy, and it has defeated millions of people before you. You don't overcome that voice by arguing with it. You overcome it by acting despite it, by staying busy, by moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Discipline is not a mindset. Discipline is a pattern, a behavior, a habit. You build it day by day, task by task, hour by hour. The difference between the great and the average is simple. Great people stay busy becoming someone. Average people stay busy avoiding becoming someone. Greatness isn't about speed. It's about consistency. It's about waking up every day and choosing to push the boundary of who you are. You don't need to transform your entire life today. You need to win the battle of today, just today. Because when you win today, you get closer to winning tomorrow. And when enough days are won, a new identity forms, a stronger one, a disciplined one, a version of you that your old self will never be able to defeat again. There are two paths in front of you. One leads to the person you are. One leads to the person you were meant to be. Your actions decide which path becomes your reality. This battle is not won by thinking, planning, or dreaming. It's won by doing. By building, by moving, by staying busy with intention, purpose, and discipline. Your potential is calling you. But to reach it, you must leave behind the version of you that wastes time, avoids effort, and repeats the same empty days. You are capable of becoming someone powerful, but only if you stop treating your time like it's worthless. The future you want is waiting, but it won't wait forever. Fear is not stopped by courage. Fear is stopped by action. Most people think bravery is feeling no fear. Wrong. Bravery is moving forward despite fear. It's doing what scares you while your heart screams, stop. It's taking steps when your mind and body are begging for comfort. And here's the part nobody tells you. The more idle you are, the louder fear becomes. Fear grows in silence. It multiplies when your hands do nothing. It eats away at confidence when your days are empty. It whispers lies that keep you frozen. You can't reason with fear. You can't meditate it away. You can't wait for it to disappear. You can only drown it in action. Every time you stay busy, you weaken fear. Every time you work, learn, build, and move forward, fear loses its grip. Every time you take one small step despite uncertainty, you reclaim control of your life. Idle people are prisoners of fear. Busy people are masters of it. And here's another truth that will hit hard. Fear is not your enemy. Your inaction is. Fear is just a signal that something matters. What kills you is doing nothing about it. You feel anxious. You feel nervous. You feel worried. Good. That means you're alive. That means you care. That means you have something to achieve. But if you do nothing, that feeling will slowly turn into regret. Regret that will haunt your nights. Regret that will destroy your self-esteem. Regret that will whisper, I could have. I should have. Do not let your mind create enemies when the world already has enough of them. Do not let fear grow stronger while your hands stay empty. Do not let comfort steal your life one wasted day at a time. The antidote to fear is movement. The cure for anxiety is action. The medicine for insecurity is work. Keep yourself busy, not to escape life, but to conquer it, not to hide from fear, but to dominate it, not to kill time, but to save yourself from dying inside while you're still alive. Because every moment you waste doing nothing is another moment fear tightens its grip. Every moment you hesitate is another brick in the wall between you and the person you are capable of becoming. Every moment you delay is another step closer to the life that never happens. Busy, active, purposeful. This is your shield. This is your weapon. This is your only defense against the version of life that silently destroys you while you scroll, procrastinate, or overthink. Discipline is not some magical trait reserved for chosen people. It's the result of consistent action, of staying busy day after day, even when you don't feel like it. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Your feelings will betray you. Your motivation will vanish. Your energy will dip. Your mind will invent excuses. But if you act anyway, if you move anyway, if you stay busy anyway, discipline is born. Discipline is not about willpower. Willpower is weak. Willpower fades. Discipline lasts. Discipline is what transforms ordinary people into extraordinary ones. Discipline is what allows your energy, your time, and your potential to become unstoppable. Discipline is what turns fear into fuel, doubt into clarity, and dreams into reality. And the beautiful part? Discipline is built in the smallest actions. Waking up early, learning something new, finishing a task you don't feel like doing, writing a paragraph, taking a run, fixing one thing in your life that has been broken for too long. Every action is a brick. Every brick builds your future self. Every brick kills your old, weak, unproductive self. The lazy, unproductive version of you doesn't want discipline. It resists it. It argues against it. It whispers lies. Rest first. Later is fine. You deserve comfort. It's too hard. That's the battle, you versus your excuses. You versus your comfort zone. You versus your stagnant self. And the only way to win? Stay busy. Keep moving. Act consistently. Do what must be done even when you don't want to. Discipline is forged in movement. Discipline is born in busy hands and a focused mind. Discipline is your armor against a life that will try to pull you into emptiness, overthinking, and despair. Without discipline, energy is wasted. Without discipline, potential rots. Without discipline, fear wins. But with discipline, even one small step every day, you start reclaiming control. You start proving to yourself that you can survive, thrive, and become unstoppable. Busy, focused, disciplined. This is not optional if you want to live a life worth remembering. This is survival. This is growth. This is truth. Comfort is the silent killer of potential. It feels good at first, a soft, warm, safe, but it's a trap. It lulls you into inaction. It convinces you that you're fine when you're wasting your life. People die slowly in comfort, not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Comfort makes you settle for less. Comfort convinces you that good enough is enough. Comfort whispers that ambition is risky. Comfort teaches your mind to fear growth, fear effort, fear failure. And here's the harshest truth. The longer you stay comfortable, the harder it becomes to act. The longer you stay still, the louder the fear, doubt, and regret become. The longer you avoid effort, the weaker your potential gets. Most people will tell you, don't stress yourself, relax. And yes, relaxation is necessary sometimes. But when relaxation turns into stagnation, it becomes death in disguise. Your mind loves comfort because it is lazy. Your mind loves comfort because it wants to survive, not thrive. Your mind loves comfort because it fears change. Your mind loves comfort because it fears the version of you that could be unstoppable. You will never grow inside comfort. You will never overcome fear inside comfort. You will never discover purpose inside comfort. You will never reclaim your energy inside comfort. You will never escape the lies your mind tells inside comfort. The only cure is action. The only antidote is movement. The only way to survive comfort is to stay busy with what matters. Growth is uncomfortable. Strength is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Achievement is uncomfortable. And that discomfort is what separates the weak from the strong, the ordinary from the extraordinary. Comfort will always feel easier. Action will always feel harder. But action builds life. Comfort steals it. Stay busy. Work even when tired. Push even when scared. Build even when you don't feel like it. Because life doesn't wait. Your potential doesn't wait. The clock doesn't wait. Comfort waits for nothing. It only consumes. Remember this. The cost of comfort is always higher than the cost of effort. The pain of growth lasts hours. The pain of stagnation lasts a lifetime. Time is the only resource you will never get back. No matter how smart you are. No matter how rich you are. No matter how strong you are. No matter how lucky you are. Every second you waste doing nothing is a second you will never recover. Every idle hour is energy, potential, and opportunity slipping through your fingers. And here's the truth most people refuse to accept. You are running out of time. Not eventually, not someday. Now. The clock ticks whether you act or not. Your dreams do not wait for your comfort. Your life does not pause for your excuses. Your potential does not remain dormant just because you feel lazy. Every wasted moment compounds. It multiplies. It grows silently and visibly until one day you wake up and realize you are years behind where you could have been. You are weaker than you could have been. You are smaller than you could have been. The world doesn't care. Opportunities don't care. Your future self doesn't care. Only you can care enough to act. Only you can choose to make every second count. Only you can keep yourself busy with intention, purpose, and urgency. The harsh reality is this. If you don't act today, you will look back tomorrow wishing you had. And by then it may be too late. There is no perfect time. There is no ideal moment. There is only now. There is only this second. There is only the choice to do something meaningful with your time. Busy people don't wait. They move. They create. They build. They grow. They conquer. Idle people wait. They scroll. They overthink. They worry. They stagnate. They lose. Time is brutal. It will not forgive laziness. It will not slow down for comfort. It will not pause for fear. It will not bend for excuses. Your life is being written every second. With action, you write a story of growth, strength, and achievement. With idleness, you write a story of regret, weakness, and lost potential. The choice is simple: stay busy or be consumed.